Hello, and welcome to the Oto-Mania podcast, the podcast about Otome and other dating simulation games. I'm Savvy, your host. This is my co-host, Jessica.
Hi.
I'm sorry if we sound a little bit exasperated. This is our third time recording this episode.
It's cursed.
If you're, wondering where the hell is them talking about Utapri Season 3 Revelations, or I said Revelations, it's the Bible. Revolutions! Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's because we had audio problems the last two times we recorded it, so all of our jokes we've already heard, all of our stuff I've written down has already been told twice. So this is going to be a very subdued episode compared to the other two.
Heck, we're still having audio problems. I'm literally doing this from my phone. I'm so sorry.
Having audio problems. We just want to get
it
so angry. Over with. And it's not that we hate Oto-Mania because we love it. Although this season is so probably the worst season. It is, though. The last two seasons were pretty good. This one is kind of mediocre at best. Sorry to Quartet Night, but
I freaking love Quartet Night. How dare you?
This season isn't, well, in personal opinion, you could say that it's probably the best if you want to, but personal. Savvy doesn't think it's the best season.
I don't know if I think it's the best season either, but I think this is the season that's reminding me that we're really robbed because the routes that I've talked about with a friend of mine are Quartet Night ones.
Well, I mean, they can't put everything in there.
And
it's 24 episodes, and they have how many dudes? 11 dudes to go through?
There's quite a few.
So I know it's rough, and each dude barely gets an episode. Most of them share one. So
yeah, I know. Most of them do share one.
It's movies can't be like the books because they only have to fit within a certain amount of time. And stuff got to get cut. But if you feel like that stuff shouldn't have got cut because it's important, go off, girl.
I got feelings, but it's fine.
Go off.
I'll try not to go off too hard.
You can't go off too hard with that microphone. It'll get all...
Yeah, I know. With my phone. Just kill my audio again. Fine. Everything is fine.
So...
I don't have the high-dive open shit.
Oh my god. Well, if you want to watch Oto-Mania Maji Love Revolutions...
I got it.
You have to watch it on High Dive. It's no longer on Hulu. The first two seasons are on Hulu. The last two seasons plus the movie are on High Dive.
And we hate it. I hate it.
They should all be on High Dive because Sentai owns them. But they're not.
But you know what?
Sentai. Anyway, I think that the DVDs are going out of print too. So I heard that from somebody. Don't take that as gospel. But
I'm taking it. What are you talking about?
I think they're going out of print. They're always on sale, and I heard from somebody that they are. So if you want to grab the DVD of this season, because they don't have the other two seasons on Sentai's website, that's why they're so expensive. Then gotta get gat. You know what I'm saying?
gotta go for it.
Yeah, this season, it's the CGI season.
Also, the intro of the CGI season.
That's your warning. Although it's really old CGI, because it's a pretty old show.
It's been around a while.
Yeah. Let me see when it came out. When did the show come out? 2015. That's actually pretty long.
Wow.
It's yeah. Anyway, what is the description of this show?
Okay. Or you want just episode by episode, or
no? I want the main one.
The main one, Stars continues to expand their success in the entertainment industry. Together with Quartet Night, they're seniors, but a new battle is brewing in the music business. An international sporting event called the Triple S needs an opening artist. With so many elite performers vying for the position, them are off screen, it's fine. Starish and Haruka have to up their game.
There's really only...
You asked me to read that one before. I was like, what am I reading? It's fine.
The description on Ketsu is different. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, Ketsu, I do not check ever.
So, we use Ketsu. Mal is a completely different story. And then I found this one called Anime Planet, which is basically like those two. That's interesting. That's where I found a bunch of lists, which is fun. I don't know. I just perusing around because I already read all the Ketsu reactions.
Oh yeah. Are there any good ones on Mal? Because the Ketsu ones are honestly not.
I went searching. I I like the Ketsu ones because they're like really quick, basically like tweets, like they're one sentence like reactions, and they're quick and quippy, and I like them. Mal, everyone wants to be a journalist, so they're like, here are my pros and cons about Utano Prince Sama. Same with honestly Anime Planet. People are giving me like freaking essays. Although I would like to call out Daisy 113 on Anime Planet for saying animation is 10 out of 10.
Oh, the animation this season is not, which 10 is out of really 10. Funny. This is like the questionable season.
They also said, okay, so this is what's crazy about review. Everyone's different. This lady was like, it was generously given the amount of time for each character, and this person was like, everyone did not get their time in the spotlight. So, to each their own, I suppose.
I guess?
It's really goofy. It's like, someone's pro is someone else's con.
Oh, yeah.
I like this lady's checklist on Mal. Her pros. Everyone got their time in the spotlight. Debatable. Funny, heartwarming scenes. Debatable. The MC and her relationships get developed a little bit. Art style is bright and pleasing to the eye. Nice backdrops. OP and ending were good. Songs were sung well with emotion. Most characters are entertaining to watch, and boys' relationships have improved. I would agree on the boys' relationships have improved. They seem more like they're friends in this one.
Yeah, they do.
The con, slow-paced, and tons of dragging out scenes equals boring. I'm reading on Mal, and this lady's name is Blair the Witch Cat.
Nice.
I thought I'd, shout out. No romance is a con.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
Kind of the norm for this show.
It's not a very romantic Oto-Mania show.
I honestly don't mind at all, though.
Oto-Mania show. I feel like the game is probably a lot more romantic, but the show is very focused on the music part.
I'm okay with it, honestly. I just, I want the game so bad, but...
Remember when we complained about, what's that one where they're cops?
Oh, Stand By Heroes.
Stand By Hero had, no romance in it.
Stand By Heroes was just, I hated it so much.
Just
I
a cop show.
Twice.
This has a little bit of romance.
Not a good cop show either.
No, it's not a good cop show. It was interesting though.
All these boys in Utapri are at least
I can distinctive. At least tell them apart. Yes.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure in my notes for the Stand By Heroes I'm like, who's this? Is really awful.
How come the con that this lady wrote is ended with a cliffhanger? That's not a con. That's a pro.
Good.
This is the only season that ended with a cliffhanger, and I appreciate it because it makes you want to watch season 2. That's the point of a cliffhanger.
Season 4? How, what was this like for you if you watched this back when it aired, and then you had to wait? I
didn't know about the cliffhanger, and I was hyped. I was hyped as heck. This, the show's kind of boring, to be honest, but the last episode, so worth it. So good.
Do we need to talk about that?
We're going to talk about that in the spoiler section, because I really don't want to ruin it for you. If you're iffy on season 3, I tell you should watch it just for episode 13. So good.
It was really good.
I'm reading this lady's thing. Useless dialogue. Cringy facepalm worthy moments.
Oh, but I don't know what you're talking about.
CGI. Yes, I would say that's a con. But that's that was probably really good CGI for the time. So I don't know if I should call that. Quality drops in animations. Yes, there are
definitely moments where I was like, is it just me, or is this, really bad?
There's some berserk...
Is this really weird looking?
...type of, screen hopping, where they just kind of, walk on screen, but it's just them hopping.
Oh, man. There's some really weird walking. There's some really loud running. It's, the loudest running I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, so she says few characters, if any, got development, but then the pro was the boys' relationship improved, so I don't really know. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know.
People are funny. Anyway, that is spoiler-free basics of the show. This is the Quartet Night season.
The Quartet Night season.
I know Jessica loves Quartet Night, specifically one of them.
I do.
As you can tell from our Twitter that she runs.
Hey, man.
Just uses our Twitter to
I gave you our Twitter password.
Her favorites.
Yeah, I do. Hey, man, you want me to stand your favorite? Let me know. I got you.
I mean, I like a little bit. Who the fuck's my favorite? I already forgot.
Satsuki.
What's his name?
Satsuki.
It's Natsuki.
It's still Natsuki.
It's Satsuki, let's be honest.
Oh my god.
Stan Satsuki.
I'll make note. I'll make sure to, like, tag you in it, too. I'll just be like, this is my obligatory post.
I expect a once a month of one of my stans, please.
You got it, man.
So, if you don't know what we're talking about, I suggest you watch our other 2 episodes. If you were like, the heck, Satsuki, what are you guys talking about? Quartet Night? Nani? What? Yeah, we have one on season 1 and one on season 2, and we're probably going to spoil those because this is season 3. So, and we're definitely going to spoil season 3, including the really rad ending part, so...
But I thought you knew, and you didn't know. No, you knew about something else.
I knew about something else. So proceed with caution. I was going to do a fun thing with the dudes, but I've done this 2 times now, so now I'm just going to name them and tell you how I feel about them.
That's totally fine. I was wondering if we had to do that fun thing with the guys a 3rd time.
Let's start with Starish, shall we? The main characters of this, they are the Utano Princes.
They did win the Utapuri Award in season 2. That was the thing.
That's them. It's the boys. I have...
They're all the boys.
My first one is Itoki, who's just, you know, sunshine boy, first boy that you see all the time.
Otoya is always the first boy you see, and he is a literal sunshine boy. I love him.
He's got the red hair, in case you guys don't know. Plays guitar.
But by season 3, I think you know.
You should know by now. Okay. Hajirikawa Masato is the uptight CEO son, very traditionally Japanese.
He's a serious boy.
Very serious.
He's trying his best.
He is trying his best. I appreciate him.
Yeah, we all appreciate him. I might have kicked him out of the band because I done goofed my freaking Kiss Mary Kick out of the boy band last time, but I have regretted that choice ever since.
Good. He wants it so bad. He wants to be a pop star so bad.
For it too. Well, I should have kicked Cecil, and I didn't. I think I had him in a different slot, and then I was like, oh shit.
Speaking of Cecil, Ajima Cecil is a desert prince.
Yeah.
Who,
you know,
what?
We don't talk about the weird, like, magical things that happen to this, but he was literally cursed to be a cat for a while.
Yeah.
And, like, we just...
He's the literal magical boy of this whole band.
He's not the only magical boy, though.
No, but he really brings the magic, you know? I love Cecil. Anyway, or Cecil, whatever. Cecil. Sue me. Take a sip of water. Do whatever you want.
You know, someone probably will take a sip of water.
Shinomiya Natsuki, my fave. Very sweet
so
boy.
Sweet.
Very bad at cooking. Takes off his glasses, becomes a rage monster hot man. That's all you need to know.
Poor Natsuki.
Why poor Natsuki? That's a compliment. Ichinose Tokiya used to be Hayato and then was like, I don't like being Hayato. I'm going to change my brand. And now he's just...
Well, I mean...
It's quiet type that's kind of weird. I'm sorry, I don't like him. In this house, I do not stand Tokiya. However...
I know.
He is, like, to be honest, true route. Because our main character, also known as Yu, also known as Nanaki Haruka, that was her favorite idol, was him, so...
Yeah.
So that's why he's true route, I feel, in my heart.
He's trying his best, too.
Sure.
When he was Hayato, they were like, go do variety shows and do other things. And he's like, but I just want to sing.
Yeah. And now he's doing variety shows and other things as Tokiya Ichinose.
Yeah.
In this season.
But you know what? He's singing and he's with the boy band.
Still singing, so he got his dream.
He still sings good stuff.
Jinjui Ren, Saxophone Man, the sexy one.
Sexy one.
He's got the long flowy hair.
He does.
He's got like the deeper voice. Fan favorite. A lot of people like Ren.
I know somebody who still roasts me for picking Ren out of the boy band in the first season.
I still think we should, like, out of all the dudes, he wanted it the least.
Well, it's not like he doesn't want, I don't know. Ren's complicated.
He's complicated.
Ren's complicated, and I'm gonna let my friend talk about this.
I don't hate Ren. He's essential. You gotta have this sexy dude with the long hair.
He's a good boy, and he's trying his best, and I promise I do love him.
We have Kodasu Sho. He's short king, actor man, action-packed.
Short king. I love him.
As we said last time we recorded this, the only one who could pull off a fedora.
He's not the only one, but he's one of the only ones.
Who else was it?
Reiji.
That's right. Well, debatable.
I think he can do it.
It's the long hair with the fedora that makes me go, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Kamu and fedora.
I don't like it.
Cursed images.
I don't like it. I don't like that image you put in my head. That's all the Starish boys and our honest feelings, my honest feelings about them. And now for the real main people of season 3, special sexy gems that gleam in a jet black sky. Quartet Night. I just like that description. You're gonna read that again. I just like that description.
I love that description.
I think it's weird.
It's so weird. It's so good.
So we were talking about Reiji. He has long brown hair, and he's the oldest one. He's been a child star. He has a dangerous smile, marvelous eyes. He's very nice.
He's like the sunshine boy also. He deserves good things. He deserves it, I promise.
He's the sunshine boy of Quartet Night.
He also likes the maracas, which I have a lot of feelings about. Like, what the actual hell?
He's pretty great. There's Ramaru Kurosaki, who is just rock band as a person.
He wears one contact lens.
Apparently. I thought he just had those eyes. Apparently they're contacts. What a liar. We have Jessica's favorite, Mikasa Ai, who, has the Hatsune Miku hair.
He's so cute, though. I love him. He's trying his best.
He also has something else in common with Hatsune Miku, but we'll talk about that later.
We'll get there.
Camus, Camus,
Muchan.
Permafrost Man, I don't know.
The other magical boy.
He is. Real character, that one. Kind of hard to like. Kind of hard to dislike, though, let's be honest.
You know what, though? You're not wrong. So I sent you, like, a whole rant about his name, and we're like, is that his first name? Is that his last name? Does he even have a first name, last name? And he just goes by this, whatever.
I just thought it was a Madonna thing, where he just is like, you know what? This is my brand.
Well, somebody else gave him that name, and he just rolls with it.
Even better.
And it's not Haruka. Haruka gave him a name also that I'm not even going to try to pronounce.
Okay.
It's really stupid.
So that's all.
I hate looking at it. It makes me angry.
That's all Quartet Night. That's the whole band. Also, one question. Was Camus a part of Quartet Night originally? Because I thought it was just the 3 dudes. Because when they introduced them in season 2, it was just the 3 of them. Remember how they, came out of the sky? Or whatever? And they were like, look,
they all did
these are your...
a song together.
And then all of a sudden, Camus was part of them in season... Was it season 3? Season 3.
No, I think Camus was part of it. Camus had to be part of it in season 2. I think they all did a song together.
So, I just felt like... Because I asked that question in season 2. I feel like I did. Maybe I didn't.
I don't remember, man. Season 2 was 3 years ago.
Band. Yeah. Cecil wasn't part of the band yet until late season 2.
Yeah.
And Camus was sent in to train Cecil, but he wasn't a part of the original people to train the Quartet Night to train Starish.
Well, I mean, everybody in Starish was in pairs already, so not everyone from Quartet Night had to be involved.
But I feel like when they did do their performance, like they were like, we're Quartet Night, we're here to train you. Camus wasn't even in the group. He wasn't like a part of that song.
I feel like he was. It's been a hot minute. I want to say he was, though.
I don't know what song that was, so I can't Google it.
I think I do.
I'm just gonna Google it. Let me go to season 2 of the wiki. Maybe that'll help me. There's so many songs.
Do you have no idea?
They're still making songs. I think I have an idea.
They are still making songs. Camus had 2 songs that released like a little while ago. But they're good. I'm pretty sure Camus is always in Quartet Night, and he's just like...
I see. I can cut... No, wait, that's a bad picture. They performed Poison Kiss. Okay. That's the one that they came down from the rafters to play. And that might have him in it.
I think it does.
Yeah, I think it does.
So he's always been in it.
Well, fuck me, I guess, you know? I swear to God, that he wasn't in that song when they came down from the sky, and I was like, isn't there another band member? And then it turns out that there was, and they gave him to Cecil later, and I was like, oh, it's that guy. Because I remember people being like, oh, it's Camus, step on me. So... Camus, step on me. And I was like, where the hell is that guy? There he is. He was there the whole time. I just blacked out.
It's fine. Didn't need to remember this anyways.
This was so unimportant. All right. Let's get into the spoiler section of season 3, where we're going to go episode by episode and talk about what the hell happened in these episodes.
I feel like I don't know what the heck just happened in this episode.
This episode is the Dice's cast is called episode 1. Now I gotta go back to season 3 because now I'm on season 2 of the wiki.
I opened High Dive, so I'll read the thing while you do that.
Sounds good.
Cherry blossoms bloom around Oto-Mania Academy as Haruka Nanami explores the grounds and encounters the guys, unaware that they're all in for a revolutionary announcement. It's always This is the revolution season.
This is as you can't tell by the title.
Somebody said that there's too much revolution in this season, and I don't understand what that means.
I don't know what they expected. The title is right there in the title.
I don't know what they were looking for.
It's not like they were like watching 2,000% or 1,000%. The first one, he said 1,000% like way too many times. That just be Shining
like
Sotome. Sotome.
Dude, Shining Sotome is a great person.
That would just be him. He just says the title of the show a billion times. If you forgot the name of this season, he'll remind you every episode.
He'll scream revolution at you at least once.
Mm-hmm. So this episode is the classic, let's run into all of our characters and give them one personality trait and then move on.
Yeah.
She runs into...
And honestly, it's been so long, it's a good thing that you took notes on what everybody was doing.
Why do I handwrite?
I don't remember.
Notes? I ask myself that every day. I have a notebook filled with just the last 2 seasons.
I mean, I usually type notes out.
Yeah, I should be doing that.
But it depends.
Why do I write them by hand like I'm in school?
Because you want to feel like you're in school.
I don't want to feel like I'm in school. I remember people being so weird about having laptops out and typing notes. Do you remember in certain college classes you had to ask if you could do that?
I don't even think I thought about bringing my laptop and typing my notes. I always handwrote.
I remember kids having to ask because teachers would get kind of pissy about you being on your laptop and you're just taking notes.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds
like college professors, am I right?
It sounds really high school, but also the kind of thing you would see in college from time to time.
Yeah. Anyway, she runs into Itoki first, and he's got a new guitar. She always runs into Itoki first.
Always. It'll happen next season, too.
I guarantee it. I'll bet money.
Unless it starts right from where season 3 left off.
Oh, yeah, good point. Unless she runs into all of them, so then none of us win. Then she runs into Shinomiya, who's looking at a tree, and then he picks her up and lifts her up and is like, look, a leaf. A cherry blossom leaf. And she's like, wow, cool.
Oh, Natsuki. He just thinks things are cute, okay?
I don't blame him.
Let him enjoy his cute things.
I will let him enjoy it. I'm just making fun of him on the side. I stand him. I get to make fun of him. That's the rules.
That's how that works. The rules are the rules.
Cecil is in a tree, learning Japanese, and then he comes down and is like, "Hey, what up? Learning Japanese," even though I know it.
Good for him. Well, actually, I think the, like, kingdom that he's from doesn't... It has its own language.
It does.
Yes.
Well, he knows it, like, you know, well enough.
Fair. I don't know, nothing wrong with wanting to improve, question mark.
Yeah, I guess suppose. Ren is saxing it up by the lake. He's finally playing sax again.
It's not got that weird, like, saxophone animation that was so awful from season 1.
I think you're overblowing it. I don't think it was that bad.
It's like,
definitely
I was not ready
better
for it.
CGI than them dancing. They look so blocky and square. Show is scream acting in the courtyard. He's practicing a love scene just as Nanami shows up.
Show is screaming like 50% of the time.
Yeah. Moss is dramatically playing piano.
Oh, of course.
I think this scene's really goofy because he drops the music stuff and then she's like, I'll help you pick it up. And he's like, oh, what? And then they touch. They don't actually touch. I think they just like, he's just weird about it. It's really goofy. I really like him. He's like probably my second favorite. He's so dramatic.
He's really lovable.
He's such a drama queen.
I love him.
He's like a secret drama queen. He'll act like everything's fine, then he'll go into his room and have like a moment. Tokyo's an actual drama queen because he's just standing in the hallway and then she bumps into him and he's like, you're not allowed to bump into anyone but me. Red flag. Really creepy of you, Tokyo. Not a cool move.
Not feeling it.
Not feeling it. Bad intro. I know you're better than that. Bad intro.
It's because she always seems to run into him. So they're like, we gotta do it a third time. Hang on. How do we do this?
Camus is on a white horse. That's sick. Real power move. Love that. Looks down on her.
Great.
Peasant.
Rides away on the horse. Ai is singing.
That's right. Ai is singing. Ai is singing. He's not understanding human emotion. Doing his job.
It's fine. He's trying.
Is he trying now? I think he's trying later.
I think he's always trying. He's always trying his best, damn it.
Always collecting that data.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Kurosaki's just chilling on a window. I like how I called him Kurosaki instead of Ramaru. I think it's just whatever she called them in the scene. I would write down what she said. And since she's very formal... yeah, he's just chilling at the window. He picks a leaf off her hair and then left. He was like, oh, it's cherry blossom season? That's pretty sick. Bye! So, it's a pretty solid move. I like that.
Gotta love it.
Pretty intimate to pick something off somebody.
It's fine.
Reiji is just hanging out on the stairs and he's like, hey, do you want to enter adulthood with me? Pretty weird move. Don't like that one either. I'll put that with the Tokyo of not the best move. Although
not the best thing to say.
He comes back later and is like, oh, I meant, I think like doing more work or something, like working on music. That's what I meant. 100%. It's totally what I meant about entering adulthood. It doesn't have to do anything with,
1,000%.
1,000%. Tomo's here, best girl. Sorry, Haruka, but...
She should have more screen time in this season. We should get to hear her sing sometime, and we don't. We're robbed.
I want to hear her sing. I want Haruka to write her a song. I want her to sing with the band.
Yes. A crossover we didn't know we needed.
But I know I wanted.
Oh.
They also show the teachers. They're still here. Not being teachers.
We still love them.
Being there.
Not being teachers.
Yeah, so we find out that it's Superstar Sports Festival season, or for short, or as we're going to call it sports.
We did call it sports last time.
Yeah, it's just the Olympics.
Just the Olympics, like those still matter.
It's only the Olympics. Who cares? Whatever. It happens every couple of years. We get the winter one. We get the normal one. We get the other ones. It's the Olympics.
But who knows when it'll be in Japan again.
It's supposed to be this year, but I still don't know, you know?
Yeah.
Quartet Night's gonna... Are they like set to sing, or are they auditioning to sing?
They're like auditioning to sing.
Okay, so they're...
Because the concert at the end of the season is like the audition to get to do the thing.
So they're the the tribute from the Shining Sotomade studio.
From the Shining Agency?
Yeah, the Shining Agency.
Yeah.
And Nanami's gonna write the song because they only have her.
She's the only composer who exists.
The only composer.
Well, she's like blessed by the muses and whatever, so.
Fair enough.
She should obviously do it.
Cecil was like, we're the main characters, why don't we get to audition? So they run in and they're like, we want to audition. And Shining's like, first, no. Again. So now they have to convince him again that they're worthy to do something. So
yeah,
he wants them to start a revolution, and the way to start a revolution is putting them in groups of people you wouldn't expect to be in groups, also known as cross units.
The cross units were also good, though.
They were good. It was a good idea. It's a way to sell more CDs.
Look, man, we don't talk about how much music there is for this series.
I remember that I wrote how I felt about each song this time.
Yes, you did.
I did, as I've been saying for the past 3 times we've recorded this episode.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm forgetting this season the more weeks go by.
The more that we talk, the more times we try to talk about it.
Yeah. So let's start.
I feel it.
We're on episode 2 now. It's Golden Star.
Oh, I'm so enthusiastic about it.
Oh, give me a break, guys.
Oh, God. Starish and Quartet Night head to a resort to film for a variety TV show, and Starish realizes they have a lot to learn about being idols. Actually, fun fact, High Dive's description says Starish and Night Quartet. But
nice. Night Quartet.
So there's that too, I guess.
So yeah, they're working in cross units. What are the groups, Jessica? What are the groups? Let's know the groups.
Oh yeah, so you've got Otoya and Natsuki are gonna do a project together.
Very cute.
You have Cecil and Ren and Sho gonna do a thing together.
Weird combo.
And then Masa and Tokia are gonna do a thing together.
So we got cute group.
They are a great combo.
Weird combo. Super the blue man group. They're both the dudes with blue hair, also known as black hair, probably. So
blue man group.
Yes, I mean they're trying to convince the principal into groups. Blah blah blah. I have notes. They're doing stuff for Let's Shining TV, which I assume is owned by the Shining Company.
I would assume everything has Shining in it because it has to.
Otoya, Reiji, and Tokia have to be preschool teachers for TV.
Yeah.
We find out Reiji's really into doing magic tricks.
Yeah, he is. But you know what? It's cute. It's fine.
It's cute. I like that personality trait. Magician. Very cool. Reiji's got a lot of personality. You know what I'm saying?
He's very wholesome.
Like, sometimes he seems really fake with how happy he is all the time. He's interesting.
Right.
He's got, like, a cute car, and he's into magic, and he's, like, very professional,
and he's always cute.
Yeah. I don't know. He's interesting. Interesting dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have for what they were doing.
Yeah.
Passing out lollipops, basically.
Yeah, they were.
Ranmaru, Masato, and Rin are walking around town. The episode's called Them Strolling Around Town.
Ranmaru takes a walk.
Ranmaru takes a walk. And I guess the other two are there too. Because both Rin... Oh, I guess Rin and Masato are like rich boys. So they never had like street food. So they ate takoyaki for the first time. And they're like, wow. And then Ranmaru takes Rin and Masato out to experience what it's like as a commoner. And then he plays bass on the street. And they look at him like, wow. And that's their...
Yeah.
Camus and Cecil have a quote-unquote luxurious afternoon in a beautiful tea room.
Yeah, of course. What else are they going to do?
You got the Duke of Permafrost and the Prince of Desert, so I don't... What was his kingdom's name? Because I don't remember.
I think Permafrost is somewhere in...
No, Permafrost
the name of where Camus from? We're talking about...
I'm talking about Cecil.
Oh, it's like... Shit, what is it?
Hang on, I'm on the wiki.
Okay.
Boop.
Like Agnopolis or something? Starts with an A.
Yeah. I think that is what it is. It looks like that's how you say that. I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, great. So I'm the only one who butchered it this time.
Yep.
Yay.
I'm not taking the fall for that one.
That's okay.
So you get the two royals having tea.
Oh, yeah.
Some girls are like, why can't we get in? And then Camus is over there and, flatters them.
He's just being a princely guy. What are you talking about?
I mean, Cecil's impressed. He's like, wow, he's normally an asshole. It's incredible. What a professional.
It's a really funny.
He can turn off the asshole for the fans. That's amazing. That's all I have for that one. They let him come in and watch them film them drinking tea, so.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have your tea when you want your tea.
You gotta have your sugar when you want your tea.
Yes, that too.
This is the gag I thought was funny, was he just puts so much sugar that when he mixes it makes such a sloshy, grainy sound. And it's funny. I like that. It's a good sound effect.
Habu and his sweet tooth is so good.
Yeah, so Natsuki and Sho, will they make it back alive? A terrifying, haunting tunnel. They go into a storm drain.
And they're literally just... They go into a storm drain, and Sho is, losing his mind, because,
one of them's gotta be scared. And Natsuki's too, preoccupied with whatever's cute in the general vicinity.
He thinks, everything's cute.
He'll ignore, what the heck he's doing, and he'll be like, oh, pretty flower. ADD that one. Look at that thing over there. That's cute. That flower, that's cute. That leaf, adorbs. And then, your boy is...
And then my boy just busts out the science.
Busts out straight science.
And then it's he just rattles off some facts. He's like, okay, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. And this isn't actually scary, as you can tell. Science.
And that's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode.
They all do a song together that you didn't like.
Yeah, they go to the beach. This is the beach episode. Episode 2 is the beach episode, which is kind of weird. But you know what?
But I don't mind.
The pictures are very hot. But the song is very not, so I gave it a 2 out of 5.
I sent you a better song that was Quartet Night and Starish, because you could do such great things with all of them.
It was a
But I still liked Golden Star.
Golden Star, Anyway, Emotional Life is episode 3.
It's the one with Otoya and Natsuki.
It's Team Cutie Patooties. It's their
time. The first cross-unit project features a rock musical starring Otoya and Natsuki. Though enthusiastic, they're given roles that are difficult for them to grasp. Also, we have a lot of beef with how this musical was created, but it's fine.
It's true.
We went off about this twice.
Yeah. So basically...
Haruka is writing the theme.
Yeah, so the music's not done for this rock opera, but they have to do, that's not how it works.
It's really not.
That's not how it works, but whatever. And you know what? I'm not a composer. I don't write
We're not even going to talk about it. We're just going to move on.
Yeah, so one of them is a hot-blooded prince, and one of them is a cool-headed.
Yeah.
So they asked Tokia and Sho for help because they assume they're the most hot-blooded and cool-headed. Fair enough. I'm not even gonna say anything else. Tokia
the song was pretty good.
Tokia, Sho, and Natsuki, they watch action movies together.
Of course they do.
Nanami they still can't seem to get it together. They were overacting when they asked them for help, so Nanami's like, I am going to play your colors on piano. And then she did, and they were like, wow. And then they complimented each other, and then they finally got their roles down, and at the end of the episode, they hold hands with Nanami, and they walk away.
And it's good.
I give this one a 2 out of 5. I only like the beginning of this song.
Oh, I thought you had given that one a 3 out of 5.
No, it's a 2. It fell apart near the end. It's called Emotional Life. If you want to listen to it and then tell me I'm wrong, that's fine.
All the comments are going to be Sabi's opinions about all these songs are wrong.
Yep. I am wrong. I'm not a true Uta-prier, I guess. Episode 4, Innocent Wind.
It's supposed to be the I episode, but
Natsuki and showing it.
Are also there.
They're also there. They're filming a movie.
Yeah, they're doing a movie. And the two Stardust members are impressed by his ability, but even such a perfect idol has his limits.
That would be the Rain.
Hey, man, look.
What, man?
This is the episode that... Oh, shoot. I had my phone scroll through a list of comments about this. This is the episode where we find out that I is a robot.
Yes, which I did find out early. I was actually doing something else, and I was talking smack about I to someone else.
I can't
and then I was like, I'm gonna Google him. So I did, and then I went on the wiki and I read the thing, and I was like, oh, it all makes sense. He's a robot, and apparently Jessica
I was told he's a robot
the whole time.
I knew. I was told.
Which is why it makes sense why you would like him, because robots make him 1,000% hotter. So
he's such a good boy, though.
I thought he was just a weirdo little freak, but turns out he's a robot.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's just trying to figure out, like, being a person.
Sure. He also can't be in the rain.
He wants to feel emotions, okay?
Because then the rain just, like, fucked him up, and now he's at 70% power.
Look, he was trying to be a better version of himself.
Oh, was he trying his best?
He's
good boy, trying his best.
Fight me. Your boy's a good boy too, okay?
Yeah, he's also trying his best.
Fuck you.
He doesn't think he can finish the movie because he's at 70% power. Because the rain just knocked him the fuck out, and he keeps passing out like a broken laptop.
Reduce my good boy to a broken laptop. I'm so offended.
Multiple faintings later, the gang is taking care of him, and he finally understands what being there for someone is. So, character progression, yes! Growth.
Well, and his song is really good.
I gave a song a 3 out of 5. I liked it, but I didn't think they were as good as previous songs from the series.
So the song that he sang in this episode came out on a CD with another song that honestly I love so much more. But this one is also good.
He has some good songs. I just don't think this one is as good. You know what I'm saying?
This one's like not my favorite, but it has some good lyrics in it.
Like I said before, a 3 out of 5 and a 4 out of 5 is like, I liked it, but I wouldn't put on a playlist.
I'd put this on a playlist.
Of course you would.
This will end up on a playlist eventually.
Your I playlist. Every single thing I has ever sang, ever.
Radio I. I know, basically Radio I. I have some non-I things, actually. I have a lot of Quartet Night stuff.
Makes sense. He is in that.
I have a handful from Kamu, I have one from Reiji, I have one from Ranmaru, I have a bunch from I have a few from Masa, though. The Masa ones are good.
The Masa ones are really good.
My playlist is really varied because it just kind of depends on like what I get sent, and I just throw it in there.
So, this is code TVU episode 5. This is how should I call this group? I don't even know. Not a great group.
Oh, not a great group. That's so mean. Cross Unit Project Phase 2 is underway. And Cecil, Ren, and Sho are tasked with producing a smartphone commercial, but they're having trouble compromising with each other. Because they all have their, like, one favorite idea, and they don't know how to fit them together. Oh.
You have Ren, who wants to make stuff sexy. You have Sho, who wants to make stuff like action film superhero. You have Cecil, who's like, I want to make it princely, whatever that means. And Ren calls him cheap, which is because he is a prince. And Cecil's like, well, we're all princes here. And it's like, yeah, that was cute. I really like that line.
That was cute.
It's in the title, Utano Prince Sama Revolution.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if Cecil was that, like, meta. Anyway. We find out that Sho has a little brother this episode. That was interesting.
Yeah.
It was so quick.
He's not the only one in this series with a brother that, like, never gets talked about.
I guess they're just not important.
Or
juicy.
I guess.
Guess their story's not juicy enough for this season. Or next season, or any season.
Who knows? We'll get there.
Haruka just sends them the jingle, and then they suddenly know what to do, and they make an extremely long commercial.
Yes.
I gave this one a 3 out of 5. I also liked it, but I wouldn't put it on a playlist.
It was good.
It was pretty good. Episode 6 is Saintly Territory.
It's for Camus to sing at the opening ceremony of Shining Tower. Get Haruka create music to inspire this chilly personality.
Sort of.
He does everything perfectly, so he doesn't have to try hard. He doesn't have to take it seriously.
Yeah. Haruka has to become his servant to get to know him better.
That was kind of messed up.
Yeah, she also tripped and he called her a putz, which I thought was funny. and Cecil's like, what's wrong with you? We also find out that Camu's a fake-ass bitch who is like only nice to employers. Like, he's getting employed by them, who's working for them, or fans. And then if you are not, like, his fan or paying him to do something, then he's a complete dick to you.
Or paying him.
So, priorities. Can't blame a man for having priorities, I suppose, but...
I guess?
Can't blame you for being fake.
Oh. I think he has his moments, and the anime just kind of robs us of, like, every single one.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure his route's okay. But, yeah, it just makes him look bad. The show just makes him look bad. It's not him, it's the show. I
don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll find out.
When we overcome you.
The group decides to help her be a servant to Camus, so...
Well, yeah.
Haruka wrote...
Starish has to be in every single episode.
They do. They have to help her out. Haruka wrote the song thinking that she understands him, and Camus refuses to sing it, but then he sings it anyway.
I feel like he has better songs than this one. This one was not bad.
No, I gave this one a 4 out of 5. I kind of liked it.
I was sent one that has this, like, big ol' English thing that he says at the top of it, and I can't even describe.
I thought this was funny because he, like, snaps his fingers 3 times and Haruka is magically transformed into an elegant gown and taken to the Shining Tower grand opening, escorted by Camus. And what's funny to me was she seemed surprised. Like, she all of a sudden blacked out and was in a car with him. And it was like, what the heck? You had to have put that dress on, girl. What's up?
She looked so cute, though.
She did look cute. He doesn't have to work seriously because he's perfect or whatever excuse he makes to be an ass.
Ranmaru's next.
Ranmaru.
This is where I almost paused it, like, took a screenshot of Reiji playing the maracas and sent it to you and be like, the hell's going on here?
Yeah,
I don't know why. That image of him is just, like, so ridiculous.
It was cute.
I can't get over it.
It's the Ranmaru episode.
The Ranmaru episode. While working on his new solo song, Ranmaru progressively dedicates more of himself to Quartet Night. However, those around Ranmaru think he might be getting overworked, because he decides not to... he tries to be like, I closed the door on rock music, and literally everybody was like, no.
No, that's your whole personality. You can't do that. Yeah, so the big outdoor stage, he used to play rock music there. It's getting demolished for sports. So his friends called him and are like, there's one last rock festival there, and we would like to perform with the band. The friends that ditched him from last season that he had, like, a meltdown about?
Look, man.
He was like, I wouldn't play with those fuckers. If they're like, okay, you wanted to continue to play rock music and your entire band was like, no, fuck you. And then they call you up out of the blue after you're a successful pop idol and is like, hey man, hey buddy, old friend, old pal, let's play rock music at the place we used to, just for funsies. And he was like, no, I'm not, I have work, and I can't do 2 things at once. I can't be pop and rock. It's totally valid
to be like, I have work, though.
It's valid to say you have work, but he says he can't do, like, pop and rock at the same time, basically. Like, I can't do that. It's only a one-time thing, though. But he wants to.
But you know what? Rock is part of his thing. Rock is part of his personality. And that's okay.
Yeah, so the whole group's worried about him because they know he wants to do the rock show, but he's just being stubborn. And, a cat licks his finger. He has a nightmare about the rock band ditching him. Haruka wrote him a rock song anyway and gave it to him at the photo shoot he was at with Quartet Night. Would you like to talk about the photo shoot he was at?
Oh my, so the photo shoot he's at, right? They're like, everybody, take out your favorite, like, we'll take pictures of you with your instrument of choice. And so I has a synthesizer that, I wasn't sure what I was expecting it to look like. I don't think it was that. But you know what? He looked cute doing it. It's all good. It's all glitter. It's like a piano.
Oh, it's just a piano?
Sort of. It's like, it reminded me of like a cross between like a guitar and a piano. Like the keyboard, it's really weird.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's like those pianos that you put like have a strap around and you can play like standing. No, of course you can play the other piano standing up, but I know what you mean. I just don't remember what it was called.
I feel like I did the worst description of it ever, and I'm very ashamed.
So what other instruments are there?
So, Kamyu has a cello, because he's a classy gentleman.
Indeed.
And then Reiji has his goddamn maracas.
Because he's a fun gentleman.
He's a fun gentleman. And then Ranmaru's just looking at his bass, and they're like, hello?
Anyone in there? You gonna go take a photo? You just staring at it?
You're gonna take photos with that? Or you're just gonna look at
it? So after the shoot, he and Haruka go to the festival, but the festival ended. Oh no!
And he just decides to do the song anyway.
Yes, and he draws in a crowd, and Haruka holds the cat that licked his finger that one time, and that's the end. I like this song.
It's not a bad song.
I give it a 4 out of 5. I wouldn't really call it a combo of rock and pop. It's just kind of a pop song. So just because it had a bass guitar in it, I don't know if that means it's a rock song, but who am I to judge? Episode 8. I can't read
Original
my writing.
Resonance.
I can't. Yes. That is what that is.
Original Resonance. It's the Masa and Tokia episode.
Oh, the blue
and they're under a lot of pressure. Because everybody else won awards for all their stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Haruka is composing for them because Haruka, of course she does. I don't think they'd sing songs by anybody else.
Is that
and
why?
The guys want to write the lyrics first. She wants to write songs only they can sing, okay?
Yet they give her to Quartet Night.
Hey man, she can write for Quartet Night too. I love them. Starish and Quartet Night are great bands. Heavens is also a good band. We'll get back to them.
Yeah, so they want to write the lyrics first before she writes the song. They're doing it for a Neo Dream music festival, which I guess is a genre of music.
I think it's just like new music.
I thought it meant like dreamy synthy pop, like Owl City, so. Maybe. Kind of like.
No, I think they can do whatever kind of music they want. It's just the name of the.
Okay, because I looked it up. I thought it was like a genre, because it sounds like a genre of music, doesn't it?
Neo
Dream, yeah.
I don't know. I just keep thinking about Neo, The World Ends With You, and I'm like, so like new.
New Dream.
New Dream music.
Yeah, I don't really know. The song they made for this is kind of a dreamy song,
A good one.
It's like electronic. Anyway,
this song, I've listened to it so many times, trying to really nail down who's singing when, and I've gotten better at it. Because the last time we talked about this, I was like, every time I think I can tell them apart, I don't know. Because they blend really well together.
They do.
Original Resonance is a great song. I love it.
I think it's funny that Tokyo wrote the lyrics mainly in English and Masato wrote it all in Japanese. Oh
my god, though, Masa sitting there, reading that English.
It was funny.
It's so good.
It's good.
It's great. I'm here for it.
The group worked together and made the two boys lunch, which was cute.
Yeah, but they made Haruka write the notes. They were like, oh, she did it all.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, everybody was just trying to stay out of our way. Whoops.
But it was cute. And the song at the end of this episode is a 5 out of 5. I love electropop. It was really good. I liked it.
It was really good.
I would add that to a playlist. Okay, episode 9 is Reiji's episode. It's called Never...
He's a shining example of the perfect idol. Shining is capitalized in this, in case you were wondering. He steals the show and brightens everything, but there may be more to him than what he reveals. He doesn't reveal a lot in this episode.
Not
the thing
really.
I know about Reiji is, really tragic.
Is it tragic?
Yes.
Are you gonna spoil the game over here?
No. I'm just gonna tell you it's tragic.
You're just gonna be ominous over here? You're like, so I know I'm not gonna tell you this, but that dude's fucked up. His life is horrible, but I'm not gonna tell you.
No, look, man, getting into Aine is it's an adventure. It's enough for
All right, don't leave. You're just tantalizing me over here. What the heck's wrong with you?
Having fun with that.
You just have all your secrets in your corner. Just sit there being like, I
wish we could.
I know so much more about this game, and I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh no, there's like so much I don't know. I'm like, oh.
I feel like every time we bring up a character, you're like, I know a secret, and I'm not gonna tell you.
It's just Reiji and I, actually. And I told you the thing I knew about Ranmaru, which was really just the contacts.
That's all you. That's a secret.
That's kind of all I had. I don't remember if I got any other Ranmaru secret.
Reiji's releasing a single, and Haruka's working on it. Obviously,
they hang out.
Tokia, Toki, and Reiji are like doing a magic show all the time together.
They do always seem to be doing a magic show, and you know what? I'm here for it. It's very cute.
They do like a magic show. I don't know, every once in a while. And Haruka showed up backstage and was like, "Hey, I'm here to see Reiji." And Tokia and Itoki are like shocked and are like upset. And then he's like, "To work on my solo song," and they're like, "Oh, that's okay then." Yeah, these dudes need to chill out because idols aren't supposed to date anyway. And this is why I like this show as a reverse harem, because in most harems, you're just like, oh my gosh, just admit that you like her, you fiends. But in this one, them keeping it a secret makes sense because they're contractually obligated not to date anybody, which is kind of fucked up, but that's a different story. Yeah, so like it makes a lot more sense. And they all know that like each other likes her, which is kind of a weird situation to be in, but you all know you're in a harem.
The most self-aware harem we've ever seen.
Yeah. We found out Reiji has a really cute, like, buggy car. A little bug.
Yeah, he does.
He basically kidnaps Haruka and takes her to a random spot by the river to tell her about him. Because she's like, if I'm going to write this song...
He's been an idol longer than everybody else.
I need to know more about you. Yeah. He's, like, almost 30, which is ancient in idol years.
Every time, like, I think about the fact that these guys are all supposed to be, like, 18... ish.
They're like early 20s.
Oh god, I feel old. I don't know if they are.
18. Well, I mean, okay, I'm on I. He's a robot. He doesn't count. Season 3, Haruka is 20 plus. Let's look at Tokyo since he's on the next on list. Season 3, he's 21. Like early 20s.
Okay, so they're like early 20s now.
Yeah. They were
except for Reiji.
Like 16, 15, and by now they're like 20, so.
Yeah, because when they were like 15, 16, I was like, man, I feel old.
They are younger than us, yes. But we're not quite as old as Reiji yet, so there's that. Yeah, he was a child actor. He's been in the business for a while. He was thinking of quitting, but then he's not. And that's all he told her, really.
Yeah, he kind of didn't tell her a whole lot.
He's like, look, I'm old. I've been here for a while. I was thinking about quitting. I'm old. I'm not, though. Okay, good chat. Let's go.
Good talk.
Good talk. And she's like, wow, I got nothing out of that. Just kidding. She did get something out of that because she did write him a song.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and he went on a trip, and then the best scene happened when he said goodbye to Quartet Night. He was like, oh, yeah. Are you guys gonna miss me? And they're like, no, get out
and
of here.
And they all say no.
Flight. I hate you.
Yeah. I love that. Like, it's just a stupid little bit. He's like, oh, we're so close now. We're working so hard, guys. And everyone else is like, shut up.
Shut up and leave. He's like, oh, okay. So, yeah, he writes the lyrics on the plane, quote unquote, takes a trip, quote unquote. Tokia and Itoki has to now do the magic show without him. And they're super jealous that people like him more than them. On the magic show, it's probably because he can actually do magic. I feel like they're just using Tokia and Itoki as the punchline of the people who can't do magic.
You know, they really are.
So it's not their fault. But Reiji shows up on the video feed and the crowd goes wild and they like talk to him. But the end of the show, we find out that the video is pre-recorded and Reiji shows up in his car and they're like, how is that pre-recorded? You like responded to our questions we asked you. And he was like, oh, so it worked out. That's good. Go me. And then he kidnaps Haruka.
Yeah, but then he sings the song, so,
he sings his song in front of, like, a Ferris wheel.
It all ends well.
And I give that song a 3 out of 5. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay.
It's not bad.
Episode 10 is Answer.
And Quartet Knight and Haruka go on a trip to create a #1 song that will make them shine.
Yep, so they all go to just another house somewhere. So that she can get to know Quartet Knight as a group better, I guess, and write their song. This is kind of the same problem that the group had with the cell phone commercial, where Camus wants, like, splendor and magnificence. Ron Maru wants rock music. I want a dance beat, and Reiji just wants a happy song, whatever that means.
Reiji just likes to make people happy.
I put this band as a hot mess, and it's a good thing they sound good together.
This band is a hot mess.
This band is kind of a hot mess.
I love them. They're my hot mess, okay? They do make a song together. All of a sudden, once they get an idea, then they're really rolling with it.
Yeah, it's called Evolution Eve, and it's pretty good, but it gets better in the final performance.
It gets way better.
I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. Like, it's good, but it's not that good. That's pretty much the whole episode. It's just her getting to know them and then writing them a song.
Yeah, but it's good.
It's good. Episode 11 is called Thank You.
Stars has attained great success, but the Triple S auditions still seem unattainable. However, as the group reminisces, they realize something that may improve their chances. And you know what that something is? It's Haruka.
It's Haruka. It's our main girl.
It's our girl.
It's our girl. Surprise! It is Haruka.
She's good though.
The whole episode is basically like, remember Haruka?
Haruka appreciation episode.
Yeah.
Hey, that's okay.
That's fine. They, like, run to her vacation. I guess it's not really a vacation. It's more like a work retreat, I guess. They run to her work retreat. I don't think they run to her work retreat. I think they run to, like, pick her up from where she's dropped off when she gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Quartet Knight shows up. They come back, and they're like, she's still there.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna take her if you're not careful. They're such a dick. They like, I'm sorry. This animation is bad. So you have...
This is the episode with the really bad animation, isn't it? Where everybody's walking and it looks really weird.
Stupid. So you have the entire band of Starish in the frame walking, and they all look weird. They all look like their arms are way too short, and they're walking down the hallway, and then you see Quartet Knight doing the little, like, berserk bob down the thing, and Starish is like, hey, Quartet Knight, what's up? How's Haruka? And they just ignore them, and they walk right by them, and they're like, what the fuck? What? What's your guys' damage? And then Quartet Knight doesn't even turn around. They just stop in the middle of the hallway, and they're like, Haruka decided to stay behind. If you aren't careful, we're gonna steal her. Which is the same threat that Heavens gave. We know it's an empty threat.
Yeah.
But they're such an asshole about it. And then they walk away, and then Starish is like, what? That was rude. So yeah, Haruka's not back yet, and it kind of worries the other band.
But you know what? They show up, they find her, and she's brought a song just for them. Yeah, she wrote just because she believes in them.
She stayed behind and wrote them a song.
She did. Which kind of, I think that kind of goes over into episode 12, all of them working on it.
Yeah, but I want to say...
Oh my god, Haruka wrote us this song.
That they do this thing every season that I hate. Which is how they say the same thing in different ways. And it just feels like...
they all say her name, too.
It's padding. Yeah, they all have to say Haruka, right? Or like, I don't know, Little Lamb or...
Nanami. Or Lady or whatever.
Lady. And then they're like, write us a song. Write us a song, please. Please write us a song. We desire a song. Give us a song. I want a song. And it's like you have to go between all the boys as they say basically the same thing, either in the same way...
There's 7 of them.
...or different ways. And I'm like, this feels like padding, and it's weird, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't like that, but they do that all the time.
They do that once a season.
Yeah.
It's just part of the thing.
And then they go to talk to the president. The president's like, not revolution enough.
Not enough revolution. Yeah.
It's not revolution enough for me. And then episode 12 happens.
Episode 12 was good. His Quartet Knight noticed that Starish was working on this song and that Haruka wrote it purely because she believed in them and not because she had to. And so they were like, oh, we gotta up our game, because you know what? They're getting on our level, so we better go one higher. And so they have her rearrange some of it. They're like, well, we tried rewriting some of the lyrics and changing up some of the dance things, but we just need you to help rearrange this for us. So she does. Mm-hmm. And the description of this episode feels like part BS. Because it ends, it's like, Starish's revolution has triggered a revival in Quartet Night, and that catches Shining's attention. If Starish enters the Triple S, Haruka may be torn between the two bands. Like, no, they're gonna both sing her song.
Yeah, they're both singing her song.
That's totally not what that is.
It's pretty even, and we all know that her heart is with Starish. She basically created them, so. So Quartet Night comes in and asks the president to add Starish to the running of sports. This finally convinces the president to let them in, and he has like a moment, and he screams revolution, and is like, I've gotten so many emails to add Starish to the running.
I loved that. All the emails and the letters and the tweets, and it's just all over everything. And Quartet Night's like, this makes us enemies. I think they already decided they were enemies when they were a dick to them in the hallway. But you know what? This episode 12 is where they say Evolution Eve, what it's now become, and it's so good.
Yeah, now, and then the end of this episode is basically the audition for sports.
Yeah, the episode ends with the audition concert for sports. And boy, is it good.
5 out of 5. This is a banger. This is the best song. It's so good.
It's so good.
The way they reworked it. This song is a banger. So good.
Oh, yes, please.
And then episode 13 is Starish's song called Maji Love Revolution.
Yes.
Where they sing their song.
Yes, they do.
And
they sing their song.
It's not as good as Quartet Night's song. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It's okay. Quartet Night's song is better. It's a good song, but anyway, the big twist happens. Whoa, twist alert.
Yeah, who shows up? It's Heavens.
Heavens is back. Oh my god. And there's
you know
7.
What? Yeah, there's more of them. And we need to introduce the new ones. 7. First it was one of us has to go home and change. Because we all have a star in our name, and now it's 7th Heaven.
Now it's 7th
Love it.
One of us has to go home and change because there's 7 members of it now.
One of us still has to go home and change.
Yeah, if you know their names, because I didn't write them down, go ahead.
I just opened the wiki, but I feel like we need to read off who all 7 of them are.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
Otori Eichi. So there's Eichi, who's the one with the glasses. He kind of win me over, man. Improve. I know you've got it in you.
He's the token dick of the group.
You're the restraining order one. This is the one that you were like, I need a restraining order.
He's creepy.
You have Sumeragi Kira, who never says anything. But you know what? We'll see.
We'll see.
We have Nagi. Look, man, I don't know. Maybe he'll say more than 5 words. We have Nagi, who's 13.
He has to be older now, right? I mean, not that much.
I don't know.
He's 15
the one who's a child
in next season, which is still not great.
And now we have the new members. We have Eiji Otori, siblings. I've heard he's a good boy.
Wait.
He seems like one.
Which one's Eiji? What does he look like?
He's the one when they introduce himself, he just does it kind of quietly. It's like, it's nice to meet you.
Oh, he's probably going to be the polite one, right? Yeah, is a shy and polite.
Yeah, he's like the polite one.
Very cool. Okay.
We have Van.
Just Ren too?
Van. The thing about Van is that he introduced himself, and I was like, you're not allowed to be named Van. This is illegal. Someone has to go home and change.
Why can't he be named Van?
Because I know of a real person named Van, and so I was like, there can only be one. You have Yamato Hyuga, and there's another person with the last name Hyuga in this series. Fine.
Okay.
It's Ryuya Hyuga.
Oh, the action star teacher guy.
Yes. Has a younger brother who's in Heavens, and I'm like,
ooh,
what?
Drama. I like that.
I didn't notice this. And then you have Shion Amakusa.
He looks like a sheep.
He looks like a sheep. But you know what?
A fellow Scorpio. Okay.
And those are the new boys of Heavens, and they just showed up and did a new version of Heaven's Gate. and everybody was like knocked out by this.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Some people quite literally. It was really funny
the
looking.
audience, and they killed people. And it was horrible. But it was great. I was so like, I did not expect them to show up again, and I was like hyped. That was so cool.
I thought you knew.
I did not, and it was super cool. Their song's a 4 out of 5, though. It's still not as good as Quartet Night's song. But
Heaven's Gate is not as good as Evolution Eve, it's true.
Oof, that was exciting. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for next season, because we'll see more of them, obviously.
Yeah, that's going to be their season, which would be cool. Is. And they're not in the games, right? They're only in the anime.
Yeah, they are only in the anime.
So that means season 4 is going to be, like, pretty much anime, you know?
I think so, yeah.
So let's do Kiss, Marry, Kill, Quartet Night, because it's finally time, because we know them better now.
We're sort of. We're still kicking them out of the...
Sorry, I don't mean kill them. Don't kill them. That's bad.
Yeah, never. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to do it?
You go first. I forgot what I was what I said last time.
I said I was going to kiss Reiji, because he's a good boy. Mm-hmm. Gonna marry Ai, because he's my boy, and then sorry, Kamu. I am very sorry.
Yeah, I remember because we didn't do Ramaru at all. I picked to
yeah, we both picked
Kamu, and then I would kiss Ai, but I'd marry Reiji. Sorry, Ramaru. I don't hate you, Ramaru.
We honestly do like you, Ranbaru. I promise.
I promise. But not as much as the other ones.
Aww. Well, you don't want to kick Ranbaru, so you don't, and then...
I don't want to kick Ranbaru.
It's a whole thing.
I'm definitely kicking him out of the group. He's fake as hell.
Oh.
He's just, like, interesting.
He is interesting.
And also, I don't like the attitude of, I'm so perfect, I don't have to try, or, like, work, or do anything. That's terrible.
I don't have to take it seriously.
Get him out of here. Go back to permafrost where you belong. Sounds like he's from freaking Candyland. He eats like he's from Candyland, too.
I was gonna say he eats like he is.
Yeah, so we did it. We finished. It's over. Season 3.
I hope my audio's not awful. I'm sorry.
Next week is Mother's Day.
Yes.
We may or may not do something for that. If not, then you will hear from us the week after that for season 4.
We'll figure it out one of these days.
Season 4, Love, Legend, Star, I believe. Right? Yeah. 4.
Is it?
I think so. It's on my post-it note over here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
I really appreciate you waiting for us.
Thanks for...
Sorry it took 1,000 years.
Yeah, technical issues and being busy. But we're going to keep going. Stay tuned for season 4. I'm going to plug our SoundCloud because I made a SoundCloud to post episodes, but instead I just reposted Future Funk.
We have a
SoundCloud. It's called Oto-Mania.
I didn't even know about this.
OTO-Mania. I haven't plugged it at all because there's literally nothing in there but Future Funk music, but...
What?
I thought it'd be goofy. We also have a Twitter, Oto-Mania podcast, and a Tumblr at just Oto-Mania. Stay Oto-Amazing. And we'll see you for season 4. Bye-bye.
Bye.